I was 17 when I had him. That night, the night I delivered him, there was nothing I wanted more than to hold him close and say, "That's my baby." But he was in my mother's arms. She looked down at him lovingly and said, "He looks like a girl." Then she smiled. And that smile, it warmed my heart. Because in that moment, I knew she had finally come to accept it, that her 17-year-old girl now had a baby. But trust me, it wasn't always like that. When she first found out I was pregnant, it was war. I was in senior high school, just about to complete. The boy who got me pregnant, he had completed SHS the year before. We were young, wild, free. We thought we ruled the world. Until the world came crashing down on me. My mom, she sacked me. Told me to go and live with whoever got me pregnant. But I wouldn't tell her his name. I loved him too much to expose him to her fury. So she threw me out. I moved in with an aunt, who took me in out of pure kindness. Then something changed. In my 4th month of pregnancy, my mom came for me. Took me back home. Never asked again who the father was. And she treated me well, very well. But she made something else clear. From the day I delivered, she told me, "You gave birth to him, but I'm going to raise him. I'll be his mother, so you can go back to school." She said, "He's your younger brother now, until you're ready, until you can afford to be his mother." That was hard to hear. But more than anything, I wanted to finish school. I wanted to chase my dream, become a lawyer. So I agreed. She kept my baby. I went back to school. And to protect both of us, she even relocated to a new place, far away from prying eyes and wagging tongues. The boy's father, he cut ties. Scared that one day, I'd mention his name and ruin his future. Later he left for the US to stay with an uncle, and disappeared from my life. But I didn't let that break me. My child was in good hands. And I had peace of mind to study. After SHS, I got into university. Not to study law, but that was okay. Every time I went home, my boy had grown taller, stronger, brighter. By the time I graduated, he was 6, going on 7. But every time he called me sister, and called my mom mother, a piece of me shattered. I wanted him to know I was his mother. I was desperate for it. But I respected the deal I made with my mom. Then, Mom died. That broke me. First, because I lost a woman who stood by me, through everything. And second, because I needed her to be the one to tell him the truth. She died with the secret. And left me with a son who thought I was his sister. I wanted to tell him. But I couldn't. Then one day, he asked me, "How come we don't have a father? All my friends have one, except us." That was my moment. But I choked. All I said was, "We have a father, but he traveled. One day he'll come for us." Then I cried. Silent tears. I regretted everything. Just recently, I found his father on Facebook. He's doing well now. Seemed happy to find me again. After a long chat, he asked, "So how's our son doing?" I replied, "We don't have a son. I lost him." He said, "Ah, that's why your parents never looked for me, right?" I think, deep down, he was relieved. But that didn't matter. My only problem now is how to gather the courage to tell this boy the truth. I keep thinking, maybe when he's 15, or 16, or 17. One day I will tell him. And I just hope he'll forgive me, understand me, and finally call me Mom.